Commission's called to order. Clerk, call the roll.
Mrs. Brown?
Here.
Dr. Estrop?
Here.
Mrs. Houston? Here. Mrs. Tackett? Here. Mr. Rue?
Here. Brian.
Yes, Commission, we have one work session item tonight, and with us is the Director of Clark County Park District, Leanne Castillo, and she's going to present on investment in our parks.
Thank you, Mayor and Commissioners, for having me tonight. I did prepare the slides, and you have that at your seat, as well as the newest summer activity guide that was mailed to every resident in Clark County, but we also have extras at the table if anybody needs one or wants one for a family member or friend. So just in 2011, we passed our first ever park levy. And from that time, there were members of the community that were looking to see how we could join the two park districts again. So after a 12-year engagement, we finally merged the two and just celebrated our 1-year anniversary on May 1st. So we're very excited about the merger taking place and happening. So right now we're still going with both of our logos and both of our names so that people can understand who we are and what we do, but our legal name is and always will be the Clark County Park District. We have been through a lot of different iterations. The first park system in this area began in 1895 when the Snyder brothers donated the Snyder Park land to forever and always be parkland. So we're very thankful to them. And then in 1977, we did form the Clark County Park District, and it's been serving. And at the time of the merger, they had 6 park properties and 2 multi-use trails. And National Trail was born in 1999 when the City of Springfield Parks and Recreation Department and the Clark County Parks and Recreation Department joined, and NTPRD was formed, and we did manage 24 parks. So that is the history we have. This is just giving you a little bit of information about where we are today. We currently manage 33 parks and over 2,000 acres. We have 13 nature preserves, which a lot of people are very surprised to hear about when they hear that we have 13 nature preserves right here in Clark County. 52 different athletic courts, fields, or diamonds, 12 miles of river, 164 acres of wetland, and 30 miles of paved trails with 18 playgrounds. And for those who might not know, we are a part of the largest continuous paved path system in all of the United States. In Southwest Ohio, we have more than 350 miles of connected pathways. So that's exciting that it's right here in our backyard. We can jump on it in multiple places in the community and especially right downtown. Over the past 10 years, we've done quite a lot. We've had over 5,000 programs, almost 4,000 shelter rentals. We've planted 2,000 trees, 86,000 flowers, 2,700 tires and grocery carts have been pulled from our streams that run through our community. We've added 17 miles of hiking trails. We've restored 80 acres of prairie in the parks, added 4 new playgrounds, created the Gardens and Arboretum with the Master Gardeners, OSU Extension, Hollandia Garden Association, and the Kiwanis Club. We have the All Access Playground at Snyder Park that was a gift from the Rotary, and also Partners for the Park with Bethy's Spray Ground. Our biggest project in recent years was the the renovation of the tennis courts and pickleball courts. The last time that I remember it being done was when I played in high school on those courts, which we won't talk about how many years ago that was, but that was much needed. So we're very excited that the city was helped in that effort after several years of fundraising, and they are used every single day. We have priorities to have proactive management of our park properties. We want to be financially sustainable. We want to meet the community and resident needs for parks, recreation, and activities. We are planning our solid operational and management strategies, comprehensive law enforcement strategies within the parks, and our most important thing is to make sure that we're telling our story to the community. In recent years, we've worked with the city for community development block grants, and part of that was the basketball court repaving and striping at Davie Moore, We have the accessible playground with a boxing theme that was added at Davie Moore last year, as well as the first permanent concrete skate park that was added to Davie Moore, and then a pump track at Sherman Avenue. And these community development block grants can only be used in certain parks, and we only have 3 parks within the city of Springfield that those can be used in, and that's Sherman Avenue, Davie Moore, and Selma Road. So we're looking at other opportunities that we may have in the future to use those funds to create new spaces within those parks. Here's a picture of the basketball courts, the pump track, the playground, and then the skate park. Our other community partners, I want to show you the pictures of those. We have the city invested with the new bridge at Snyder Park because the other one was not sufficient for the traffic that was needed. The Rotary Centennial Playground at Snyder Park, Bethy's Spray Ground, which I spoke of, the gardens, and also the development of the Kirby Preserve with the Springfield Conservancy District. So these are just some of the pictures there that you can see of the beautiful spaces that we have in those parks. The next set of community partners that we have to talk about we have the development of the Mad River Gorge, and that is with the Ohio Climbers Coalition, and we have now have grants to put a bridge across the Mad River so that they can not only climb on the south side of Mad River, but also on the north side, and we're working towards that project this year. We have used the Trout Unlimited partnership to remove honeysuckle at Riley River Play Preserve. That's down in the bottom left-hand corner. That's an observation deck that is there, and we will soon have a kayak and canoe launch as well as parking available for the community. We worked with Hazy Shade Golf for the disc golf course at Snyder Park, and we worked with Dr. King to create our second dog park. The one at Snyder Park is called Central Bark, and as you can see there, the entrance looks like the entrance at Western Avenue. Another that was with the prior slide with the basketball courts is we worked with My Brother's Keeper Alliance to install glass backboards at Davie Moore Park. Other park enhancements, I've talked about these, the 8 pickleball courts and 3 tennis courts, which you can see pictures of those. New playground at New Reed Park, also one at the Lane Addition Park off of Burnett Road. We have the addition of the Warder Fit Stop, and that was a Ohio Department of Health grant that we received. And then we also have a multi-use trail connection at John Street that the city worked on for many years. A nature playground, which is called Mitchell Meadows, which is behind the baseball stadium and our offices on Mitchell Boulevard. And so we're very excited about all of those projects that have been happening as well. Other park enhancements where we upgraded the trailhead and added permanent restrooms at Beatty Station up in that left-hand corner. We added 17 miles of hiking trails at Kirby Preserve, Rebert Pike Nature Park, the Mad River Gorge, and we're very excited to have those nature areas available for people to take advantage of. We've added a shelter at Perrin Woods Park, which was a national sorority, had their Founders Day, and 2 of their founders lived on Singer Street, right by Perrin Woods, so it was very appropriate to have them have a shelter in that park. We've planted, as I said before, nearly 2,000 trees and 86,000 flowers that you see around the community on our bridges. They've been in the Esplanade and in various park settings. So it's very exciting that we're able to grow that on our own. In addition to the trees we've planted, the city does have a tree nursery on the former Snyder Golf Course back behind the Victory Garden. And that enables the city staff to grow trees and plant them instead of having to purchase them from other parts of the country and have them shipped here. We've paved 4 parking lots and seal-coated 9 over the last several years. And the picture at the top in the middle is the prairie, part of the prairie that had been preserved and restored at the old Kirby Farm just to the east of Old Reed Park. Talking about many things that we've had over the years, these are some of the foundations that we have received grants from recently. One that we just received was from the Crable Family Foundation, and that will allow us to do the renovations at the Davidson Interpretive Center on Lower Valley Pike. We want to make that a place that we can still learn the history of the Battle of Pickawee with George Rogers and the Shawnee, but also to have a place to learn the history of the parks in our community. We want it to be rotating information, so there's a reason to come back again, have a play area for kids, but then also very interactive displays. So we're working with the Crable Family Foundation on that. Each year, we've received grants from the Clark County Combined Health District, whether it's trail markers on the trails for safety issues, or shade structures, or development of our nature park. They've been very active in giving us those. We've had a lot of help from the Wilson Sheehan Foundation, and all of these groups that are listed here have secured grants either on a regular basis for ongoing programs or special things that we've done. So we appreciate all of those partnerships and the grants that we have received from those community foundations. And then the next slide just has some different pictures from around the parks. In Snyder Park, Old Reed Park, of course, Splash Zone. If you ever want to see thousands of people in one place on a Saturday in the spring or fall, you just head out to Eagle City Soccer Complex. It's amazing to see how many people are jammed into that area. And then, there we go. George Rogers Historical Marker, Horstman Lake at George Rogers, the historic Hertzler House, the Carlton Davidson Stadium, some pictures from the Mad River Gorge, another picture from the Davie Moore Playground. I just wanted you to see some of these things that we have. We are going to be hosting some tours in this summer and fall, and I'll get the dates out to the commissioners. So if you want to join us for those, we're going to try to do them in mornings and afternoons so you can attend what you're able to. But I would just like to thank the city for the support that we have. We have a great partnership and a contract for us to manage and maintain the parks that you own. And we couldn't do what we do without all of you, and also the in-kind services that we are provided to make sure that we can work on our daily basis. So thank you for that, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Well, Leanne, I just want to express our gratitude for your passion for your job. And I've been on your board before and just appreciate your leadership. And it's obvious all the vision that you have for our parks and our community. And I mean it. I thank you so much for what you do. Other comments from commissioners? Dr. Estrop.
Congratulations. It was a great presentation. Keep up the good work for the people of Springfield and Clark County. You got a great team. You're providing a lot of opportunities for people, and we just keep expanding those opportunities. So keep up the great work, and thank you for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
I just want to reiterate that so much thanks to the park system, you, your staff, your board, for the work that you do. The parks are such an asset to us. All the programs you provide. I mean, I grew up running around in the parks, right? We all have history of running around in our parks, and you're creating that opportunity for generations to come. So thank you. I'm always cheering to have the rocket slide brought back. I'm just saying.
I was just
We
thinking
did
about
find
that.
My
one.
best days.
Yeah, we did find one. It's not like the original, but we did find a rocket slide. We just have to have a large fundraiser to make that happen.
Okay, I'm giving that up then.
I'm wondering if Chris Moore could probably build one for it. Oh,
Yeah, he already has.
there he is.
He's not
tonight.
busy at all.
No, not at all. He's probably got one in his garage. But while I've got the microphone, thank you so much for everything that you do. Ruben, Andy Phillips Brown, and I utilize the parks constantly, and Ruben is my lovely pit bull rescue. So he enjoys the parks. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you all for having me.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn the work session?
Second.
Clerk, call the roll.
Mrs. Brown,
Yes.
Dr. Estrop,
Yes.
Mrs. Houston. Yes. Mrs. Tackett,
Yes.
Mr. Rue.
Yes.